Hello and good morning. I am not sure if it's picking up my microphone just yet, but hopefully it is. I have just a very short amount of time, a few minutes here before my work day officially starts. Just wanted to see if I could jump in here and grab a daily challenge to boost my spirits before said work day. So this will likely not be saved for posterity or go up on YouTube or anything like that. I'm just hanging out. And if you happen to catch me, hello. And I hope you're well. I typically make it a point to try to jump in here at least once a day if I can, just to keep my streak going, but I have not been able to get to it the last couple of days. So I think I am at the beginning of a brand new streak at this point. They have a system in place where if you play every day and complete at least one daily challenge, you get a small return investment in gold bars. So I do try to keep that up, though. As I said, we're starting fresh. And in that same vein, I completely forget which part of the world I left myself in. I guess we'll see. There we go. Looks like we must be down near tall trees still. Let me see if I can mute myself to the world here, so sorry. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Hopefully I won't be broadcasting to the world here. My apologies to the session. Otherwise. So let's see how far away we are from this moonshine shack. Nowhere near tall trees. Okay. Sure. So, there is no fast travel station here either. Oh well. We'll get down there pretty quick, I hope. It'll give us some time to check these daily challenges, as I mentioned. Just call for good old Klaus here. It's likely my active horse. There he comes. Okay, so we need to eat snacks at a saloon. To cook some mutton if we have it. Pick some tobacco. You know, normal things. Okay. I am not entirely sure if that game volume is at an acceptable level. Let me check it real quick, just to make sure. Hopefully it's fine. I can't necessarily hear myself, but I'm hoping that you can hear me. Let's just go ahead and follow the train tracks instead of trying to follow the roads here. This is my guy. I probably should have introduced earlier. It's my guy, or Guy, if you prefer. He's currently dressed like a Final Fantasy supervillain, if you're into that sort of thing. And as mentioned, good old Klaus, my trusty steed, who is a little bit hungry. Let's stop being so greedy and throw him a carrot. get a better view of things here. It's great cinematic camera, which does work better on roads proper. It seems like it used to work on train tracks too, but they took it out for some reason. So I'm going to briefly stop. This is a Riggs station, a train station and post office, just above West Elizabeth, or in the middle of West Elizabeth. And I'm going to check if there are any collectible items. There's one. This usually seems to be a hot spot for one or two almost every day. Grabbing myself a tarot card. And then let's check up here on this hill as well. Sometimes there's a metal detector item up here. But not today, it seems. Alright, check if this is an active, usable campfire for that mutton challenge, and it is. Now the question is, do I have mutton? As the thunder rumbles all around, quite spectacularly. I have just enough, alright. Time, since I have 30 out of 30. That's the most I can carry, so I'll save a little room in my satchel. 2 birds here. You may see Lowry's revolver in my holster there. That's the latest fun little serial killer side quest they had us go on, which resulted in a weapon reward. So that's going to stay with me forever. That is mine now. Covered in blood, just the way I like it. Alright, so you may have seen we got a brief a .2 gold bar reward and some experience for completing that challenge. Ate one of the mutton to keep my spirits up and stowed the other 2. So let's see if we can ride hard and get out of this thunderstorm here before it gets much worse. I really like this area of the world a lot, the West Elizabeth side of things. It seems to be kind of a Colorado, Montana sort of stand-in. A lot of beautiful pine trees and such, if you're into that sort of thing. So since we are going to be passing somewhat nearby Blackwater, where there is a saloon, I'm going to take a brief detour and go get myself some of those snacks for another challenge. It's the best kind of challenge, really. Just have to challenge yourself to eat a handful of almonds. Nothing wrong with that. There's another player camp there. If you're not familiar with Red Dead, particularly Red Dead Online, you get a little camp that kind of follows you around. You can place it in different locations. It is infamously buggy the last couple of months and tends to disappear wherever you put it. But it is a very nice sort of nomadic existence mechanic. Seems to be designed to kind of give you the feeling of free roaming around the Old West before they officially unveil homes and ranches and properties and things like that to keep you locked to one location. At the moment, everyone's roaming around.
Well, hey there. It's nice to see you again.
The more people moving here, the better.
Howdy.
That is just the way it is.
So I do believe there is a small bowl of almonds here. And each bowl has like 3 uses before it needs a break to fill up again. So you can't be too greedy. But I am going to be as greedy as I can be to get 3 of them here. Just for that sweet, sweet gold. There we go. So another 200 XP and 0.2 of a gold bar in my pocket. Thank you, Magic Challenge system of the Old West. And now we can continue on our way towards the Moonshiner Shack. Perhaps a brief look for sparkles in this corner. Tends to be a tarot card hanging around, but not all the time. Okay. Don't want to interrupt any wagonry there. So we will be headed across Great Plains, this nice yellowy, wheaty aesthetic area, and just into the border of tall trees where my Moonshiner Shack is currently hiding. Great Plains, tall trees, Moonshiner Shack, as advertised. So not too far of a gallop. Hello there. Pardon me. I heard another player yawing back there. That tends to happen. You tend to hear a lot of yawing in the Old West. Just hoping to slip in here and maybe do a quick, I think it's called a bootlegger mission, which will lower the price of my raw ingredients to create moonshine myself. And they can occasionally be quite exciting, or they can be normal. Who knows what we'll get. So if I could be said to own any property, it would be this shack, but I only have a co-ownership stake. This is where a lovely woman named Maggie Fike lives, with her son or nephew, I forget, and Marcel, the moonshine expert, and I am their benefactor slash muscle, shall we say. Sure is taking its sweet time. There we go. I just needed to complain about it, and then it moved. So this is the Moonshiner Shack in question. It has a nice, nothing seedy could possibly be going on in this small cabin effect. But then once you go downstairs here, let me show you briefly. I'm sure you've already seen this, but just in case you haven't. Marcel, pleasure to see you, my friend. And this is our illegal underground speakeasy, where I can dole out all of the strong moonshine my heart desires, both for others and for myself. And a cheers to you, to your good health, and continued looking like a Final Fantasy villain. You also have a, pardon my microphone, there we go. You have a house band that you can strike up anytime you feel like it.
You're just trying to impress those lowdowns, ain't you?
I have no idea what you mean by that. Kindnesses, no. So you can start up the band, or you can also jump in on any instrument you want and do it yourself, and then have them join in later, which is an awful lot of fun, and one of the finest mechanics added to a competitive online game. Clearly. I will do it right. Thank you, random saloon goer. This is a good one. You're right. Okay, that's it. No, we don't have time. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. Okay. So that's our underground speakeasy. It is currently set back to normal decor. I typically have it on refined, for whatever that might be worth to you. It has a little more gold filigree on the walls, but there was recently a challenge to change your moonshine decor, so it's back to normal. Until I get excited again. Okay. I'm going to very quickly see if I can do one of these bootlegger missions, and then that will be our day here.
So, not sure if you heard, but the revenuers are out blocking roads now, stopping wagons, making everyone very nervous.
That's terrible.
We ain't gonna sit here and just wait for them to find us. You go and remind them how nothing's certain but death and taxes. Minus the second part.
That is my job. I'm just a reminder. So, some members of the Revenue Service, notorious for stopping moonshine activity and bootlegging of all forms, have set up a roadblock, it seems. And I will need to clear it. Perhaps with my blood-soaked Lowry's revolver. Looks like it must be just down at the Thieves' Landing crossing here. Judging by that smoke signal. So this may be about to get a little violent. Fair warning. Let's see what we can conjure up here. Seems a bit rude just to ambush them without giving them the proper chance to fight back.
Keep the road clear. Go on.
There we go. It's a little hard to aim when they get close. But oh well. Okay. Just a touch of the old ultraviolence there, my apologies. And to the Revenue Service. So once you've made for yourself a big pile of corpses, you can, of course, skitter around and collect all the platinum pocket watches and the 50-cent pieces that may be lying around. Disrespectful? Yes. Lucrative? Mm-hmm. Hey, Klaus, get over here. Sorry about the gunfire, my friend. You lovely, lovely man, Klaus, you. I'm gonna give you your brushies. Okay. So now that we have cleared out that roadblock, the idea is we can now safely buy cheaper ingredients from the seedy borough of Thieves' Landing. So now my ingredients will be cheaper the next time I wish to make a moonshine batch. Which is what I am now heading back towards the moonshine to do, but we will save that for next time. I will just get back to the shack itself. And then I will leave you, regrettably, and run off to work. But thank you for joining me for a quick morning chore. I will try to make this a more often thing to bring you along on my various daily adventures when the chores need doing. Okay, home sweet home. Let me see if I can wave at you here, if I remember how. Wave. There we go. Bye for now. Thank you for coming along with me.